Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is DION NURDIN, and here I want presentate my analysis from the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And here the topic is the cause of ambition on main character Victor Frankenstein in Frankenstein novels by Mary Shelley. This is the introduction. Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus, is an 1818 novel written by English author by Mary Shelley. Frankenstein tells the story of Victor Frankenstein, a young scientist who creates a sapient creature in an unorthodox scientific experiment, and Victor Frankenstein must receive the risk of his failed work because of his ambition. And the topic in this presentation is the cause of ambition. Like the title is the cause of ambition happens in main character Victor Frankenstein. The analysis is focused of Victor Frankenstein, who gets the bad impact of these ambitions. Use the last type of reader response, that is the reader X on the text. Next, reader response criticism. Here I want to explain the reader response criticism. The reader response criticism have two types. The first is the text X on the reader, and the second is the reader X on the text. But here I want to use the second type of the reader response theory, is the reader X on the text. Reader response criticism considers readers' reaction to literature as vital to interpreting the meaning of the text. Reader response theories there serve two beliefs. One, that the role of the reader cannot be omitted from our understanding of literature, and the two is the readers do not passively consume the meaning presented to them by an objective literature text. Rather, they actively make the meaning they find in literature, according to Tyson. The cause of ambition. Here I want to explain the cause of ambition. The cause of ambition is something that must be exchanged or a consequence of the consequences of these excessive ambitions. As L. A. Montgomery said, we pay a price for everything we get or take in this world, and although ambitions are well worth having, they are not to be cheaply won. This is the literature review of this analysis. This is the reader response theory have two types. The first is the X on the reader, text X on the reader, and the second is the reader X on the text. I was explained that in this analysis I use the second type of the reader response theory, is the reader X on the text. Finding in this and discussion. First, in this section, the author, or Shelley, describes or shows where excessive ambition can lead someone to failure, as has been done by Victor Frankenstein. This is the quote, from Victor in Shelley, page 13. And the second is, in this session, it was illustrated that due to Victor Frankenstein's ambitious nature, which resulted in Victor Frankenstein only caring about his research. Due to his overly ambitious nature, he created a violent work, which was a monster that was ugly and had a demonic character. And this is the quotes from the monster. The third finding in this question is, in this section, Victor Frankenstein's selfishness is described. He does not accept the humility that the monster has done, so that the monster wants to take revenge on its creator and wants to make him miserable. This is the quote from the monster in the novel of Frankenstein, page 172. Okay, the fourth finding in this question, or the last in this section, the monster has killed everyone loved by Victor Frankenstein. Then the monster killed him as well. And here the author illustrates that the death of Victor Frankenstein's loved ones and his own death is something that must be paid for or in exchange for his creation, who failed due to the nature of his ambition. And this is the quotes from the monster. Okay, this is the conclusion. The novel entitled Frankenstein by Mary Shelley contains many issues. Which one is the cause of ambition that happened to Victor Frankenstein that is detrimental to him because he has lost many valuable things in his life and also lost his life. This is the reference from my analysis. Okay, my presentation has done. Thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.